Alright, so this video is coming from a person who doesn't particularly enjoy horror movies, but A Quiet Place was quite good. With that said, there's a distinction in my mind between horror movies and scary movies. Horror seems more like grotesque imagery with clowns and creepy dolls, while scary movies are more suspenseful. So A Quiet Place is a scary movie, but not a horror film. I didn't have any nightmares, so kudos for that. And if you haven't figured out yet, spoilers! One of the most horrifying parts of the movie. You think it's living in constant fear of the monsters that will attack if they hear anything louder than breathing? No, it's the nail. One of the reasons why the nail is so horrifying to me is that it can actually happen in my daily life. It's much more plausible than aliens inhabiting the planet. Therefore, it's much more scary. That's why I have a hard time with dolls and clowns, because they're real. The ending, so good. I've said this before, I like me some boss women, and Emily Blunt does it again, this time with a shotgun. There's no stopping that woman. Next time, she just needs to team up with Ilsa Faust in a Mission Impossible movie. Who wouldn't want to see that?
Me!
My sister is back.
Hey guys, it's me again, Jenna's sister. Can I have the floor? No, I'm alone. But the points that I wanted to make about this movie that I loved. First, I was watching an interview with Krasinski and he was saying how this movie is a scary movie, but it's really all about family and the lengths that you would go to protect your family. And I was like, yes, that's why I was so sad and depressed, but also happy, because it was so beautiful to see the lengths that the mother and the father in the film went for their children. Today, the world isn't ending, and yet the families still fall apart and the mother and the father don't band together to protect their children, even with the world not being a war ground for sound-attracted alien people. My deep pondering question is, I wonder if that sort of love and fierce desire to protect one another existed before the alien creatures came to the earth, or if the end of the world created this sort of survivalist mentality. We don't get a lot of backstory, so.
What? Oh my gosh, I'm taller than you.
I'm slouching.
While Carly was thinking of questions like that, I was asking myself, how did they go to the bathroom?
Yes.
What coughing, throwing up, sneezing,
and your stomach? What
farting?
if your stomach is rumbling so loud? Like, they'd have to make sure they were never hungry. We would be dead like day one.
There's not really that much dialogue, and when it does happen, it sounds really weird. Don't even get me started on the John Krasinski scene. If you've seen this, you know what I'm talking about. It just rips your heart out. Almost, not literally. It's so touching. I honestly haven't cried that much at a movie recently. Tears were streaming. Even now, every time I think about it, I get a little bit emotional.
Woof.